Do you realize that this crypto video from Altcoin Daily exposes the truth about what is really going on behind the scenes in the crypto market, and just how dangerous is the Bitcoin and altcoin situation right now as another major exchange begins closing down? In this video, I'll break down exactly what you need to know about the crypto market as it happens. So do me a favor, go down below, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so that you can understand exactly what's happening behind the scenes in the crypto market, and let's get into today's video. Now guys, before I explain exactly what this video from Altcoin Daily is exposing about the crypto market that really should make you sit up and take note, because I believe it's a cheat code into identifying where the most likely moves for the crypto market are going next, just a quick disclaimer. Nothing I say in this video is financial advice. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes only. If you wish to invest in crypto, you should understand that it's risky and you can lose money. So don't risk money that you can't afford to lose, and always do your own research before investing in anything. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's crack on with it. Now guys, I promise we'll jump into this Altcoin Daily video in a minute and expose exactly what it is telling us about the crypto market right now, because it is very, very telling. But first of all though, we need to take a look at this major news announcement from BitMEX. Now guys, crypto exchange BitMEX is going to shut down. Many of you may have not heard of BitMEX, but it's actually a pretty major exchange. It's been around for 11 years and they were the ones who originally introduced perpetual futures trading for Bitcoin, Ethereum, which obviously has a huge impact on the crypto market as we speak. Now according to the news, they made their decision based on strategic review of the business and the broader crypto industry. They are basically saying right now that they're not profitable. They're probably losing money by running a crypto exchange. And that's because absolutely nobody is in the crypto space right now. There's very little trading going on. There's very little spot buying and selling going on. And this is something that we've seen before. You see, if we can think back to every major bottom that the market has had over the last kind of 10, 15 years or so, you can see that each and every time a major exchange either shuts down or blows up or whatever goes on. The first one was Mt. Gox. Then we had BitGrail. Back in 2022, it was then the FTX crash fueled by Sam Bankman-Fried and some sketchy goings on. And all of a sudden we see BitMEX added to the list. And this is incredibly relevant right now because it gives us a very key indication of where the Bitcoin price is and the altcoin price is going forward. So when you're speculating on whether or not the market may have bottomed, whether or not it's a good time to get in, this might give us some very clear clues about where the market's likely to head next, especially when you piece it together with the other evidence that I'm about to show you after this Bitcoin chart. You see, the Bitcoin price right now sits at $65,400, which is currently around 13% higher than it was just back in early June. And the price right now is just below what it was all the way back in 2021 at the top of that major bull market. And this is very similar to what we saw back in 2022, where the price was sat down below the top of the 2017 bull market, which shows you that something very similar has been playing out for Bitcoin over the past few years. It tops, it runs down, eventually it tops again, and then it pulls back to the previous highs, maybe going a bit underneath before then launching into the next phase. But really, the exchanges shutting down is exposing one of the biggest problems in crypto right now and why crypto is so challenging to be a part of. You see, looking into this chart from Into the Cryptoverse, you can see this is basically showing you the social historical risk versus the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin price in blue, the pink line is social historical risk. Now the pink line effectively is made up of things like the Coinbase application, YouTube subscribers, YouTube views, exchange pages on Twitter getting follows, layer ones on Twitter getting follows, and also Wikipedia page views about Bitcoin and different altcoins, etc. Now as you can see, just recently this went down really low, the lowest pretty much that it's ever been, even lower than back in 2019, and again much lower than it was back in 2022. Again, this confirms that no one is interested in crypto. It's already doom and gloom and a bit bleak. But actually, if we think about what this is really telling us right now and piece it all together, it should give us a very good clue about what is really happening. You see, nobody is paying attention. Why are they not paying attention? Well, because really, crypto is not that interesting to most people, unless you've got money in the game. But here's the thing. Most people don't have money in the game anymore because they sold. They sold over the last few months of the market going down. It had a few regains and then it went down again. And now it sits at a point where everybody seems to have lost interest. And that's potentially a good thing, because if everyone's already sold, then price can't get lower. But you're about to say, well, yeah, fine, but you're still here and I'm still here. So why are we still having this conversation? Because clearly there are still people in this space. Well, yeah, some YouTube videos out there are still getting 50,000, maybe 100,000 views. Sadly, not mine, even though if you hit the like button and leave a comment down below, it may help me get back to those former glory numbers. But actually, you'd be right in saying that there are still people here. So how are those people that are still here positioned? Because if they're also out of the market, then it means that there is no real selling pressure that is even available right now. And that could be one of the cleanest bottoming indicators for Bitcoin that you could ever hope to find. And this is where my friends from Altcoin Daily come in. You see, they have one of the biggest channels in crypto, second only, I believe, to Coin Bureau. Now, right now, they're probably getting more views on this channel than probably anywhere else because they make, like their name suggests, daily content, and they get huge numbers of views. They make some really interesting content about kind of what's going on across the market, just kind of sharing news and information, occasionally giving a little bit of opinion, but really it's just a share of information. And if you click on this video, which talks about the Clarity Act, not only will you find out more information about what's going on with the Clarity Act, but you will see probably the best signal that you will see anywhere in crypto: the comment section. You see, this is it. And they then talk about how the Clarity Act is about to blow up Bitcoin. Then you go down to the comment section on one of the most viewed channels in crypto right now, and you see the sentiment of the remaining people in the space. Calm down, kid. It's not even going to pass yet. It's not going to pass. Angry face. Further lows coming. It's not passing. I doubt it. We're cooked, boys. Not going to happen. And this is my absolute favorite. Everybody knows the bottom is coming in October, 364 days after the top, as per usual. Isn't that convenient? Everybody is sat right now waiting to pull the trigger because everybody is in the belief that the bottom can't possibly be in. We have to wait for longer until the bottom is in. And every single one of these comments, with the exception of maybe one or two, is pretty damn negative. Not just negative, pretty damn angry, in fact. And it's at times like this I want to show you this. And I know you've seen this many times before, okay? It's the Wall Street cheat sheet. And it shows some very interesting things because you can see this kind of play out in different markets, not just crypto, in gold, silver, etc. Now, over the last few years, we clearly didn't top on euphoria back in October of last year, right? We had this kind of like, yeah, it was kind of like, this is a real rally, and it kind of just fizzled out. And that's mostly because the altcoins never really got going, and people weren't that excited by what Bitcoin did anymore. You see at the top, euphoria, I'm going to be rich, we're all going to be rich. At the bottom, we see anger, okay? Who shorted the market? Why did the government let this happen? Crypto's a scam, whatever it is, right? And then depression, my retirement money is gone. How can we pay for all of this new stuff? I'm an idiot. This is what we see time and time again. And then you get this disbelief point. This rally will fail like all the others. Remember, at this point, the majority of people out there are sat out the market. Okay, they're pissed off. They've lost money. They're sat there feeling sorry for themselves. And actually, maybe they got out earlier. Now they're just really hopeful that the price continues to fall. Because if they sold the bottom and then price continues to fall, then they feel much better about their decision to get out. The worst thing right now, if you sold the bottom, is to see price going up. And that makes you very, very angry and very, very upset. And if anyone even suggests that the market can go back up, that person deserves a beating, at least in the comment section. And this sentiment and this feeling, while everybody is outside of the market, shows up in so many on-chain charts. You see, this is the Bitcoin MVRV percentile, which compares the Bitcoin price versus an average of what everyone paid for a Bitcoin. And right now it's sat in the bottom 5%, which means that over time it's spent around 5% of its entire lifetime being this cheap. Now, obviously, in the past it was much cheaper, but as it goes over time, more people join into the network, you have the network effect, and then obviously prices go up, which is why Bitcoin's been going up, putting in higher highs, then higher lows, over an extended period of time. And this chart, which is the Tactical Bull Bear Sentiment Index, TBBI, on a 90-day, is also fallen down into accumulation. Now, why is this sat in accumulation? Well, effectively, it's measuring Bitcoin price versus sentiment in the market. It's basically saying whenever this is high, it means the sentiment is very, very hot. Everybody is talking about crypto. Everybody wants to be in the space. Everybody wants it to continue going up. Right now, we have the opposite. Everyone's out the space, and the people that are left are saying that they want the market to go down lower. Okay, this is a very, very clean indicator about where we're really at. So does this tell us for sure that the Bitcoin bottom is in, that the price can't possibly go any lower and the price must continue to rise higher? No, it simply tells us that we are somewhere within the bottom 5% of how cheap it really gets. So if I believe that Bitcoin and the altcoins are going to be worth much more in the future, based on historical price action, as well as network effects, as well as governments coming in, as well as what I said about in this video here over on my other channel, which is called Peter Anthony Finance, where I talk more about AI markets, gold, silver, as well as some of the real goings on about what happens in crypto, things like what Jim Cramer's doing, and what the US government has been doing, and what the Genius Act is really doing, and why we're having this war in Iran right now, then make sure you watch this video and also subscribe to the channel while you're at it. So if you believe that there are kind of things behind the scenes that are going to eventually push the prices up, then in my opinion, I just want to be buying somewhere near the bottom, because no one knows exactly when the bottom hits, despite this little Timmy in the comment who thinks that he's nailed the formula. Okay, when everyone feels that they've nailed the formula and that there definitely will be a bottom later on or whatever, typically it means everyone's out, which means prices go higher. And here's the reason why this guy can't possibly be right. Okay, nothing against him personally, but this is why. You see, if everybody was able to buy the absolute bottom sometime in October, which is what everybody who's still left in the space is really thinking that they're going to be able to do. Maybe they can, maybe I'm going to be completely wrong about this estimation, but let's think about it. If all the retail investors, the normal people, get in at the absolute bottom, then who's left to buy from them? JP Morgan? BlackRock? Do you really think that these guys made billions of dollars by buying from this guy in the comment section? Probably not. Typically what happens is price will fall, everyone sells and panics, and then they pray for lower and lower and lower, and they believe that it's going to go lower and lower and lower, and eventually price starts to move towards the upside. Because once everyone's sold out, accumulation begins, smart money continues to accumulate, which you can see more recently in some of these ETF numbers as we started to flip towards bigger accumulation going on, and eventually some piece of news comes out that pushes price up very, very aggressively, and it means that anyone who missed out at the bottom is forced to panic buy back in. So in my opinion right now, there is equal risk of maybe going down another 5-10% versus going up like 80, 90, 100% in the Bitcoin price. So am I willing to risk a 5%, 10% downside in Bitcoin in order to try and buy in to make myself a 2x or a 3x for Bitcoin? In contrast, altcoins potentially could see a 10, 20%, 30% downside from here. Really don't think it's likely because they've been absolutely battered over the past few months versus a potential upside of like 800% plus. You know, some of the smaller caps in the past have done like 20, 30x. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen this time. Okay, so obviously do your own research. I made a video just the other day talking about how to identify stronger altcoins. Make sure you go and check that out. Now, right now we can see Bitcoin bouncing strongly. There's some decent kind of support zones in and around here. I've personally been dropping in some lower leverage trades over on Bitunix, link down below in the description, because over there I've been able to earn bonuses and compete in a competition to try and win extra by trading Ethereum. If you're an experienced trader and you want to go and make the most of this opportunity, then use the link down below. Also, Bitunix is one of the best exchanges for the amount of different altcoins it lists. So if you want to be able to go and access huge numbers of different altcoins I talk about on this channel, then make sure you go and sign up for an account over there. But I beg you, do your own research before buying and selling anything. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Do me a favor, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Make sure you get subscribed to the Peter Anthony Finance channel, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye-bye.